this module, we'll look at what is a cryptocurrency. Whilst there are many different cryptocurrencies with subtle nuances, we will focus upon Bitcoin, which has been in existence and proven for around 6 years. Other cryptocurrencies are all based around the same core technology as Bitcoin. The reason for this is that Bitcoin is open source, which means that the community at large can see the code, they can ensure there are no nasties, and they can also provide recommendation for its improvement. As a result, most cryptocurrencies have the same core features.
Bitcoin has a varied reputation, and to be honest, it has the reputation of a spoilt child. But as a use case for blockchain technology, it's actually been out there performing since 2009. To date, the public blockchain has never actually been compromised or hacked. A key testament to its strength is that the original founder of Bitcoin is estimated to hold 1 million Bitcoins. These are worth about $400 million at current exchange rates. This represents a pretty big reward for really smart global hackers to go after, and is a testament to the elusive creator's belief in the underlying technology's security. The creator of Bitcoin itself is someone called Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, surprising as it may seem, no one actually knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. His identity has remained a closely guarded secret. Now, he wrote a white paper in 2008 which looked at creating a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that addressed a number of key issues. Traditional currencies such as the US dollar are printed by central governments and their respective central banks, in the US's case via the Federal Reserve. His vision was to produce a currency that was neither owned nor produced by any centralized state. Instead, Bitcoin would be produced by a decentralized network of computers and based upon purely mathematics and cryptography, hence the term cryptocurrency. The currency then becomes completely independent of borders, boundaries, or centralized authorities. The challenge with cryptocurrencies is that they are very technical, and I would recommend, if you don't already own some Bitcoin and are keen to understand more, then go out and buy some. It can be very technical initially as a result of enhanced anti-money laundering initiatives that have come in over the last few years. Now, once you have purchased your Bitcoin, you will have what is known as a public address to receive Bitcoin and a private address to release Bitcoin. The private key highlighted in the top right-hand side of this diagram is the most critical thing to look after. It is the private key that opens your Bitcoin wallet. If anybody actually gets hold of your private key, they will have access to all your Bitcoins. So it's absolutely critical you protect your private key and never reveal it publicly. There was an example of a researcher who was being interviewed on television, and he was wearing a t-shirt which had his private key on it. Somebody went online and stole his Bitcoins. It really is that simple. This actually highlights that it's a very geeky style of currency. But once you actually have Bitcoin in your possession, it's very easy to do business. All you have to do is exchange QR codes and you can pass Bitcoin to anybody. The geeky nature of the currency also highlights one of the features of Bitcoin. Because no one owns the currency, with no bank or central government linked to it, the only identifier are the cryptographic keys. As a result, it's very difficult, although not impossible, to identify an individual behind any Bitcoin transaction. This was the powerful feature that attracted a website called Silk Road. Silk Road was an anonymous marketplace where anything could be traded. They were traded using the near-anonymous nature of Bitcoins. You could buy drugs and weapons, almost anything, and it was run by someone calling themselves Dread Pirate Roberts. When the site was closed in late 2013 and the alleged owners subsequently arrested, there was a massive media frenzy about how dangerous Bitcoin was. Although the frenzy was perhaps overzealous, it is interesting to note that over $1 billion of sales were made on the Silk Road site. This proves the reliability of Bitcoin as a currency. This was not, however, the case with the failure of one of the largest Bitcoin exchanges. In early 2014, Mt. Gox was allegedly hacked and had $430 million worth of Bitcoins stolen. Now, whilst there were various rumours flying around about what actually happened to this exchange, the underlying technology was not hacked. It was the alleged weaknesses in the exchange itself that gave easy access to hackers to locate and steal the Bitcoins. It again highlights the biggest weakness of any cryptocurrency: human error and the ability to secure private keys safely.
So whilst cryptocurrencies have lots of positive features, Bitcoin itself has developed a tarnished reputation. That said, the underlying technology of Bitcoin, the public blockchain, has proved resilient. And it is this resilience that presents the power of the blockchain, which we will look at next.